Hello, all. Peace. I want to start off by reading you a small poem, and then I'm going to talk for a little bit afterwards, okay? Losing friends and believers at a rapid rate. Why so much hate? I know it's bold when the truth is told. You have no hold nor fear on me. I stand up to governments and so much more, and don't care about your score. This fight is about humanity, not your vanity. The fight to save our futures is not won by moochers. How can you rationalize how to capitalize in the biggest fight ever to re-civilize? Our fight is being hampered by those getting pampered. Go back to a time when you questioned everything. Then why now give MSM leveraging? It is your Is it your self-interest now? For me, that has never been how. Our fight has not changed. It has just become rearranged. I leave you with this. Be careful on who you diss. Okay, so I haven't come on and spoke publicly about anything of this nature in video since Canada Day. I feel I have to address it now. Before Canada Day, I had never received any hate. Nothing. I watched as other rights and freedoms activists and advocates get a lot of hate and try to fight it or ignore it. I never needed to do that until after Canada Day. I know how it started. It started because I was asked to be a speaker at the Canada Day event a month prior. When I was asked to be a speaker and have my face and name put on a poster, my requirement was that I be let into the organizational Zoom meetings for that event. Over the month of entering these Zoom meetings, I seen no organization. What the people there did not know is that the owners of the KOA are my friends. I made Angela a promise months earlier that if she held something there, that I would help protect her and the family and the business. So I showed up a day earlier than I was supposed to. And it was horrible. There was zero organization. So after a few days of putting up with disrespectful people in conjunction with the owners, I pretty much took over. Because of this, people seen a very strict side to me that they'd never seen before. Before, all they ever seen were hugs and love and a message to our government. I didn't only just stand in peace in Ottawa for 25 days and then leave and nothing after that. I started this fight long ago through ATIP requests and a whole bunch of other things. I'm not going to mention everything. I'm in court right now for several things, and I'm told I shouldn't speak to anybody. But after June, or Canada Day, something happened. I helped somebody A couple months earlier, I was asked to help a freedom fighter pay their gas, give them a place to stay for 1 month. I did that, treated that person very good. I can show you in my personal files that there was never any problems, no arguments, no nothing. I did much more than pay gas. Paid the bills. I did everything I could with the money I had saved up for freedom fighting. But you see, something changed on Canada Day. One morning, we're happy serving breakfast to truckers and everything was good. The next morning, same trucker came to me and said, you know that person you're with, nasty, telling me nasty things, absolute change in attitude and everything. So I was left in the field after everybody left the KOA in the rain with all my stuff. And I was breaking down because of everything that had been happening for 8 days I stayed there. And they were tough. But I wanted to make it a successful event, and we did that. A lot of people took credit. My name was never mentioned. So I spoke up to that. Got told I shouldn't speak up. So this brings us to today. On September 17th, I witnessed some horrible things that were really hurting our community of fighting for rights and freedoms. And I didn't pinpoint one person or anything. I called out the 3 people that were doing the actions. 4 people, maybe even 5. And on the 17th, there was some really bad press, and but it was only online, so it was okay, fine. I said my pieces, and then I went to eat dinner with my parents. And I was eating dinner and the news come on. Usually when the news comes on, I excuse myself and I leave because I don't like to argue with the parents. So I didn't this time, and I was sitting there, and a story came on the CTV about this church downtown Ottawa and the clown show that was happening. And my parents looked at me and said, hey, that's the person that stayed here for a month and a half, that we fed and gave T-bone steaks to and everything else. And then a week later, that same person gets a full 2-page story in MSN, The Citizen, The Sun, and so many more publications, and it goes all over Canada. And in that, there was no need to mention me whatsoever. It was a hit piece. They did it on purpose. They had no dirt on me, none whatsoever up until this date. The dirt now has been created because I stood up for our family, for the clown show that's going on. I don't care what you call it. That's exactly what it is, and it's bringing disgrace for a month now constantly. And what it's doing to the Ottawa residents, I don't agree with, even as somebody that, Ottawa still thinks this whole thing is about them. Well, now you're just giving them fodder. Now you've given them a front page story. Now you're making future plans to help out MSM. Come on, man. People don't believe the lies that these people tell about me. You want to know something about me? Talk to me face to face. I'll show you. I'll show you truth. Just like I've showed our government. Okay, I stand up. Take a stand. That is my hashtag. All capital letters. Take a stand. If we don't stand up to our own corruption within our government, how do we expect to stand up to foolishness and corruption? By the way, since this church and this mockery has been going on for a month, the stories that have come out about the people that are there are exactly what I was talking about. Okay? These are not things I made up. These are things you can read about. About theft. I'm not going to go through everything, but that's probably one of the biggest ones. Theft to me, too. From some of those people that are there. You don't believe me? That's okay. That's okay. You believe what you want to believe. I am allowed to believe what I want to believe. I think I've always talked very fairly. I've never done anything radical. I've never been crazy. You've never seen me extremely drunk or anything. I don't do that. That's your right to do that. When I was in Ottawa, the very first day I got there, I was sickened. Sickened by the amount of provocateurs that were purposely laid. I have them on video. I haven't shared my videos with anybody. I see that there's a call out there for videos from people, and they're going to make money and distribute it amongst the other videographers. Now, there are several great videographers out there. I'm not knocking them. I love all of the things that have been happening with our rallies and everything. But there are a couple that use it for themselves. It's not for, and if you watch their videos, you'll see it. You'll see it. Okay? So, I didn't appreciate the slander in the paper, and I want you to know that if you go and read that article again, it has changed. They don't tell you it's changed. There's no editor's note. There's no notification of a change. But there is a change. Can you tell me where it is? Yeah. Because once the damage is done, this is what happens. This is what has happened to our country and our world. Is that our system is based on delayed reaction. Okay? Now, not the infiltrators that have gone into many governments around the world, they can react instantly. But our system, our legal system, and our moral system, like when Jacqueline Miller did this story, she did absolutely zero due diligence on this person. I brought that to her attention, to her editor's attention, and they've changed some words in the thing. They no longer use the word blockade. It's changed. Now, I told them about how they have helped in the slander on me, and how their journalistic integrity is very messed up. Okay? And maybe one day we'll share some of that information. But I'm telling you that the editor, Nicole McAdam, you're supposed to hold your reporters to account to make sure that they are writing true stories. I can show you many things in that article that are absolutely false. And yeah, it's a personal thing for me. I helped this person. They put my face on the side of their vehicle and drove around while they were doing all these antics. I didn't like it. Okay? I don't want to have to come on here and do this. I want to give hugs. I want to go out and speak, which I will be doing again very soon. On Thursday, I will be leaving for the Niagara region and Toronto region, and I will be speaking at some of these events. Hopefully, everything goes well. You know, I've never asked for money or anything from anybody. I've actually given away way too much. Spent my life savings fighting for our humanity. That's what it is about. So if anybody has any questions, you come and speak to me face to face or call me. I'm here. Y'all know where to find me. Because I'll tell you the truth. I have no fear of standing up for my honor and integrity. I worry about humanity. Everything is connected. Literally everything. You know, I wrote a story one time about a bottle cap, an inanimate object that changed the world. You don't believe that that can happen? Then you're not questioning anything. Everything from this pandemic to medical to building to the cleaner in your office, they're all connected. Everything. Everybody. So, I don't know what else to say other than I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to continue doing my thing, even though I know that everything I'm putting out is being, my memes are being ruined, a whole bunch of things. But I'm just going to keep doing it. And you can follow my story or you cannot. I am fighting for Canada first and global second. And I hope you're doing the same thing. Peace. Okay?